Happy Friday to her.
Happy Friday, Consuela.
I'm especially happy this Friday.
Oh, yeah? And why would that be?
Well, it's been a long week, number one. So,
yes.
And I don't know, I'm not trying to, compete with you over who had the most trying week, but I feel like I would win.
You did. Oh, yeah. No, I fully agree.
Yeah. So there's that. So I've been watching the clock. I've been working late all week. And I was like, not today, world. I am leaving.
Yeah. Let's get home.
Close to time as possible.
Yes.
Which I accomplished.
Woo.
So, and then I was worried because it's storming in Southern California right now. And I'm like, please don't make my commute home longer than it needs to be. And thankfully it wasn't. I think, like we were talking about before I even got home, is that I feel like some Californians decided not to risk it and stayed in because traffic was lighter, and that was weird to me. So
yeah.
Then we had a fun little dialogue about how Californians and Floridians treat the rain. And you said in Florida that they descend into madness, which really had me laughing.
They do. So half of them do what you were describing, where they slow to a crawl, and some of them get impatient, so they actually start weaving in and out of traffic.
Wow. Well,
and
it doesn't sound like Florida and California are that different in that respect.
Yeah.
You have some that have absolutely no patience for the turtles, and it just gets worse. And I just feel like around here, it's like, oh my God, what do I do? Let me just put my car in neutral and coast. It's like, what is happening? Yep. So, but then they'll also do that in the fast lane. And so don't get me started. You and I have had these conversations.
Yeah.
I would like to think I'm not one that descends into madness. Although I think part of you wonders if I do.
Well, no, I just know that you're a bit more aggressive of a driver than I would be.
Yeah. I'm not a turtle, but I don't believe I descend into madness. I am an aware driver. So
yes.
That aside, apart from the week being over and that being fantastic, is that today is practically our Flifiversary.
It is. It is.
Tomorrow marks 1 year of flipping with the Blanches. Blanches Go FLFing.
Yes, it does.
So
I'm looking at the playlist. It looks like this will be our 51st video, which makes me wonder if did we miss a week?
We may have. I think there probably was maybe just 1 week where we missed.
Because that's pretty good track record, I would say.
So if I bring it up here, I'm bringing up my internet window. And we're not doing featured news first. I'm clicking over to our first video. So the Blanches Go FLFing 2/25/22. So so that's the very first.
We were both in a different body at the time.
I was doing my Freya with the ever expanding belly, which I know you still prefer.
I did enjoy that. Although, I of course do enjoy the styling options you get in the Reborn, because you get some really nice outfits, like the one you're rocking right now, which we'll get to.
So, and that was part of my thinking for our Flifiversary in order to celebrate, which is why I'm all sparkly, and you're in practically a Speedo. Because I was like, you know what you should do for our Flifiversary? And I think you knew the answer. And but you ask me, you never assume, you just play along. And you ask, and I said, you should wear a Speedo. And you laughed at me, and then you said you could do something Speedo-like. And you were not wrong. So I don't know if this is then probably a good segue into our outfits. So why don't you go ahead and start with yours? I like when you start.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Go for it.
So I am... so the core of this outfit is from Male Diction. I knew I had to rock some of that because you wanted me to bring the sexy.
I did. And you nailed it.
Over at Male Diction makes some of the sexy, so...
I love Male Diction, and I'm always sad when they don't make any unisex thing in my size.
Yep. So this is the Keys shorts and top.
Shorts they are. Look at that.
And they've got some fun ties on the sides for both. And when I got this on, I was like, I want to do... I wanted to do more fliff creators, just because. but I also, for the anniversary, wanted to just kind of lean into our personal stylings a bit. So
Yeah.
I decided on a lark to dig into This Is Wrong.
Okay.
Because, you know, I had a lot more bare skin, and I don't have tattoos like you do, really. I mean, I've got, the ones on my belly and hip.
Yeah.
But so
you
I
used
went
to have
over there.
a bitey arm, though, I'll say.
Yeah.
And you weren't really feeling that. You're not really big into tattoos.
So it wasn't that. It's that Jake, the tattoo layer, was not
weird.
working correctly.
No, but I do want to say that, yes, you were a little resistant to tattoos.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think the compromise was one arm. It was a one-arm tattoo that had like a lion, because it's like Lion King, right? And you often referred to it as your bitey arm because the lion was like, rawr. And I miss bitey arm.
I'll see if I can get it to work, or if they've done an update or something, because I missed that one too.
Because it worked on your signature, right? It's when you switched to Jake when it kind of fell away because it wasn't working.
Right, because it didn't work around the neck area, and then it didn't work down the arm. And like, if they haven't updated it for Evo X, I don't think it'll work, because it does go up my neck some. And I have a Luluk Evo X head, so I'll have to see. So this is wrong body tattoo and shine. And I've been talking to Zipper a little bit to see if we can figure out how to replicate this, because they actually have materials working for Jake. And they're doing it, Jake supports it via the Omega system.
I see.
Now, I thought this was fun.
It is, because you rarely get to wear stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'm usually more covered up, but I wanted to kind of decorate my body a little bit.
I appreciate it.
Lean into the cyber
Speedo, I mean short.
Yeah.
This is a good compromise to Speedo. I'll definitely give you that.
Excellent.
So.
Okay, so I also, on my extremities, I have some gloves. They are not from a FLF creator, though. They are, sorry, 1 second. They are from Real Evil.
Okay. Yeah, that's a well-known creator.
Yep. My shoes, these are Fedora.
Fedora, nice.
They are the Dorian sandals.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed these. I definitely wanted ones that exposed my heel, because I've got the little dots down there from the
I see
body
that.
tattoo.
Yeah. It looks like you have some under the foot part that goes with it a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Okay, and I just hid my hands before I was going to talk about my hands. Let me bring those back out. Okay, so I've got the Vici nails that we got
right, the ones
week.
with the two-tone, but it's underneath.
It's peekaboo.
Peekaboo, yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
So I've got the peekaboo stilettos on.
That's really good. And I
know really enjoy those.
Zipper wants more Turin nails. Oops.
Yep, well, here's some more Turin nails.
Yeah, but I wonder if she's missed the times that you've worn nails before, because she acted like,
Maybe.
Oh, we need to have more of this. I'm like, oh, he does it.
Yeah, I mean, whenever a creator pops up some nails, I try and...
Yeah.
I'm happy to rock them, especially if an outfit calls for it, and I felt this one did. I am still wearing the Poseidon necklace.
I saw that.
I dipped it black.
And that's from Butterscotch.
That's from Butterscotch. Going up my head, I have another Modulus hair on. This is the Saint hair.
Okay.
I am rocking a cyber glasses from Astara.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
yeah.
And my earrings are the Giro 32s from Andor.
There's a lot of metal there.
There is.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, so that's me.
And the crown isn't any FLF designer? I like the crown.
It is not. It is not a FLF designer. It is by Virtual Productions.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Had to check because I didn't have that one.
Yeah.
So
that's fantastic. Yeah. You look great. Like, you set the tone for our outfits today, because we try to style before we FLF, like days before, if not the day before, because it has the potential to take us a while to style. So like last night, I think I spent 4 hours just trying to figure it out, and that's a long time for this outfit considering how little I'm wearing. But I was shopping, going to events, having some difficulties, and that's the way it worked out. So we have made an agreement with each other that at some point during the week, one of us will style an outfit, send it to the other, and the other has to match.
Yep.
And for all the times you have matched me, I have just kind of let you lead the way on styling during the week and sending me a picture. So now, I am happy to match you.
I specifically said that I didn't want you necessarily to go the cyber route. I wanted you to lean into being, a foodie fashionista.
Right. So that was the styling challenge given to me. And so foodie fashionista / our FLFiversary. And I was like, okay, to celebrate, I'm going to put on everything that I wanted to wear, things that would accentuate my favorite things, like soft arms, soft thighs, belly out, tits squished, like all the squishies. And so those were my requirements. And then you wanted me to style with food because you were going for foodie fashionista, right? So I'm like, in terms of like wearing it or, holding it, or so as it came together, I was like, I wanted to go with more kind of a celebratory kind of feel. That's why, when I was looking at soft thigh things, I was going to some of my favorite places, which include Cry Bun Bun. And so these boots are actually Cry Bun Bun. I believe they're Sparkle Mochi boots. And so I started with that. Like, the boots started this outfit. I
love them.
And then when I went to Cry Bun Bun, and I realized I already had these, and then, that's how I do it. Like, I'll go to my favorite stores, and then I'll just look at the vendors and be like, right, I have that. That's what that's called. So it's like, I haven't wardrobed everything, but I'm either using Flickr or going to the store as my wardrobe. And then I realized Cry Bun Bun has redesigned their store layout completely different. And that took me a minute, and it's cool. It's a cool layout. So then I picked up, I didn't have these arm ruffles before, and these are also Cry Bun Bun. So if I open up my interface so people can see, because I don't ever remember, I don't write these things down. So so I have Cry Bun Bun blushy arm ruffles. That's what these are called. Let me turn off that. Okay. And so there's that. I didn't have those before. It comes with a lot of different colors. And if I start from the top, because I kind of jumped all over the place. If I start, and now it's funny because Jolene just made a cameo, and she's talking about red dress bitches. So hi, Jolene. She didn't realize it. You're on our video. Okay, so at the top, like as soon as I turn on my interface, of course I'm gonna get notices and IMs and whatever. That's fine. So I'm wearing a Masu crown, and this is if I scroll down, Masu, right? Soiree crown. I am wearing hair by Truth. This is a new Truth hair. Where did I pick it up? I think this is Maven. I want to say it's at a current event, so I think it's equal 10 because I went there last night too. So this is the new Truth hair. And then I've been playing with the gray a little bit. I like the way this one did gray. Remember I was wearing that Doe hair, Doux. And they did a nice white streak. So this one has like gray bits, and I thought that was nice. And then I have some notices popping down that are bothering me. And then on my ears is Yummy. This is Yummy. Where is it on my list?
Those are fun.
At the top. Yeah, Yummy, Amara. I've worn these before. I love them. I love how chunky the rings are and the stones and just how it kind of covers pretty much. It gives a little bit of coverage to the whole ear. So I dig that.
Yeah.
Then if I just focus on it, if you see, I have my body shine on, and I only wear all three.
Constellation.
This is the Constellation shine. So I'm rocking that really nice right now. And then I'm also wearing like her little tuft brows with the sparkle stamp because I'm sparkling. Okay. So I wasn't. What do you think of these little tuft brows? She had them on when we saw her at her store last, and it was different for me because I don't usually do something like this. So she's pushing me outside my box for sure. Because normally I just do a full brow, but I'm not upset about this. She's inspiring me to be a bit bolder with my eyebrows.
It works very well for this outfit.
Right.
I do miss your fuller brows with the glitter on them.
Yes, I could have done that, but when I saw Tuft with sparkle stamp, I'm like, well, yes, I had to give it a shot.
I love it for this look, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So I kept my glasses on from last week. Not a FLF designer, but I love them, and they color change. So these are the, where are they? It's
Miku. The Minuet Miku glasses.
Yeah, Minuet, yeah. So so that I kept those and just color changed them. Then you'll have to remind me, Chica is not usually a FLF designer, or are they? Are they the Flifty sometimes or no?
I don't
think so. I mean, I buy Chica all the time, so that's why it's like a blur in my head. And I picked this up, I want to say at Cupid Ink.
I don't think they're...
Or Equal 10. I was at both of those places last night, and it's all a blur. It's just a big shopping blur.
I think we just buy stuff from Chica.
Oh, yes. Often. And I'm on the mailing list in the group. I like their stuff. So this is a Choco Teeny from, which I thought I'm celebrating. I need a drink. So let me have a Choco Teeny. And then in my other hand, that is a FLF designer. That's Lucas Lemeth. And this one is the Heart Box of Chocolates emojis.
Yes.
And he calls it wear and share. So it's a dispenser. So if anyone catches us on FLF, they could just put their hand in my box of chocolates. That almost sounds a little naughty, but they could put their hand in my box and get some chocolates.
Yes.
So I got this one. They had it in lots of different like variations of box, but I got this one because it's like talking and hearts, and it just reminded me of us because that's what we do. We talk.
Oh yeah.
And we're hearts.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah. So then you also reminded me in my styling, because you gave me tips. Like after you styled, you're like, you should make sure you include pure poison. And I'm like, what do you mean? And then you're like, remember? And I'm like, right. They had nails. So this is one of the pure poison nails. And it was the first one I unpacked. Nails and rings. Yeah. And so this is pure poison Sarah rings. And so I put them on and I was like, done. That was easy.
Because we didn't know, because that was dipping outside of their usual.
Yeah.
Like we know if Pure Poison is making really nice shoes and stuff. And then we saw them last week and we're like, ooh, well.
What is this? Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, they are. And then my top, I didn't get on FLF. I did get it at the Reborn event. And it took me a minute because I had eyed this top for so long that I didn't buy it on the first pass. And then I saw it again and I'm like, just buy it and don't buy one color, buy all of them, because my favorite color is Fat Pack.
Yes.
And this one is Manali and it's the Cindy top. And it just goes so good with my sparkle boots. I got a sparkle top.
It does, yes.
So yeah, so I had fun putting it together. Just trying to, like you said, lean into our own, who we are as people, like what we enjoy. I enjoy food and being soft and curvy.
Yeah.
And you enjoy cyber and pleasing me with tiny, tiny man clothes. So didn't get a Speedo, but I am not upset about it. Like you look fucking amazing. And
like I said, I wasn't gonna necessarily go Speedo, but I was gonna go Speedo adjacent.
You do things your way, and I am not upset about that. So yeah. So
and did you cover your shorts as well? I don't remember.
Oh wait, no. The shorts, they're one of my favorites. I'm glad you pointed that out. I thought I did because I started with the boots, but the shorts are low key. And I don't believe
Layla Ruffle shorts.
Layla Ruffle shorts. I don't believe that they're a FLF designer. I know Loki and the name is familiar, obviously. I need to shop there more. These are my absolute favorite juicy roll shorts.
Yeah.
And you love them too because of the way my ass pokes out the back.
I do.
So,
and they look so soft and fun. And I like that they split down the sides to give you a lot of room.
Because I need it. So, yeah. And then I also have my Juicy Roll shading on by Alt3. Yes. And I think that's all the Alt3 besides my base skin, of course. The makeup, she did give me like a mega fat pack, and I'm going to save... she's got some eyeshadow eyeliner in there that I really want to use, but I thought it would be too much for what I was putting together today. So I ended up going with Identity. I like to use Identity a lot. I like how they do their shading and their lipsticks. But Identity, not a FLF designer, but just one of my just pre-FLF, outside of FLF favorites. And I usually pick them up on the Saturday. So I think that covers my outfit. So that was... I enjoyed putting in the time and not being rushed to put something together. We have to start this video before it gets too late, because that's usually how
that's
it goes.
Really been helping us for the last few weeks, I think.
Yeah. And then we're going to spend some time tomorrow doing additional styling, because the Flifty opens tomorrow, but we will not be covering it as it opens. We will cover it on Sunday. So that video will come out a little later, which is fine. But it'll also give us time to style. So.
Yep. Because I have a First Life commitment, so I won't be able to do Saturday recording. But we'll cover it Sunday, which is still pretty early in the Flifty cycle.
And I know a lot of people value that, because it's a big event to get through. And so to have somebody catalog it, Seraphim does it, other places do it. But I know we definitely have in our community, they enjoy the way we do it and enjoy just kind of checking out the event while they do other things by watching our video.
Yeah, which I love.
And then they come and shop with their shopping list. So,
yes.
All right. So before it means I need to get my internet window back up. Let me do.
And I just have to say, I think it's so kind of iconic that Jolene's in your IMs about red dress bitches on our FLF anniversary.
It was very appropriate. Her actual words were, "Your husband is ordering a red dress bitch."
Yeah, well, I just told her that we were starting to record our FLF anniversary video.
And then that's why she did that.
Yep.
But I don't know if she knew. It was just the timing was perfect. Good job, Jolene. You'll have to tell her, or I'll have to link her later. It's be like, hey, you need to watch the opening because you crashed it. So, which is fine. She didn't crash it with her actual body, but she crashed it with her IM, and it was perfect.
Yeah, which just for... I mean, some folks may not know. That's kind of a little bit of an in-joke, because in some of our earliest videos ever, when we were covering Vlogmas, when we were...
Oh, was that where the red dress bitches came from? Was then? Yeah, because it wasn't FLF. It was like a Collabor 88.
Yeah.
We were just shopping. We were
shopping, and like 3 times.
Oh my god.
Some bitch in a red dress. Like,
right on top of us.
Either teleported like right on top of us.
It looked like you were teleporting them.
Yeah, you were like,
and I'm like, who are these bitches in red dresses you keep teleporting in? And it became a joke, and it stuck. And then from time to time, Jolene would come to my DJ sets in a red dress.
Yep.
Because she wanted to be that bitch.
Oh, gosh.
So, I miss that.
Yeah.
I wanted to start like a whole red dress crew. Like, this is my red dress bitch army.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Oh, gosh.
So, let's go look at the Second Life community news, the featured news.
Yeah, Second Life news.
Second Life news. I feel like I should hear, like, news anchor kind of music in the background or something.
Oh, yeah. do like a little stinger, like, across the screen.
Right? Second Life news. Right? Okay. So, so they have highlights from the destination guide, which we'll get to. They're doing a spotlight on someone and then a Second Life destination. So let's look at the first one.
Okay.
That is going to be the Second Life destinations, and it was Artsville, and I wanted to just play the video in the background as we talk about this. So Artsville, I asked you because sincerely I thought you might know this, because you are big into art, and not that I'm not, but because I know I did not introduce you to Second Life art in any way. You were you've always been interested in taking pictures and doing it well, and you were kind of struggling with that. And the story is yours to tell.
With the mechanical aspects. I always appreciated not only SL photography, but expressions of art within the virtual world. Yes. And
so when you met me, I was already involved with Visionaire, which we've mentioned here from time to time, which is getting ready to start up another session. If you've checked your DMs to her.
I have, yeah.
Okay, I didn't see any response, but I also wasn't paying attention. So we do usually about 2 sessions a year. One in the spring, summer, and one in the fall, winter, in that ballpark. Thereabouts. They move a little bit. And it's usually pretty small groups, not more than 10 students. And then Renoir is she's she's the therapist, but she's also right. She does art therapy, and then but she also she speaks on the art side of it. And then so does Coco. Coco's I don't know how you would describe, so like a virtual artist, photographer. And so so between the two of them, they come up with the content, and then I've introduced to her. He went to the classes. I was just like clerical. I'm like organizational assistance management type,
which they both need very much.
Absolutely. You know how artists are. They need someone to kind of manage and get people organized and on task. And so me being as an educator, obviously I have that skill set. So you, on the other hand, you brought the technical side. Like, they could explain how these things in SL worked, but I really do think that you brought it to like a whole nother level. And then you also are the voice for your type of thinker. Do you want to explain what I mean?
Yeah, so there are a lot of aspects of SL photography which delve into kind of more of the abstract sort of thinking, and like very, very subjective and like emotional, which that all has a lot of value. But one of the things when I was going through the class, I had to do a lot of kind of internal translation of what I was hearing versus what I found actionable, because I kind of already had a concept of how what my like artistic voice was and the types of things that I wanted to convey. But what I needed was the actual mechanical know-how, and they don't speak to the mechanics that much. So like one of the examples of that is with depth of field is one that I like to delve into a lot, and I like to apply it to a lot of my art. And when depth of field was being discussed, it was just like, yeah, this is depth of field, and here are the sliders, and you can kind of maybe push these numbers a little bit and play with them until it looks right. And it's like, well, but that's not really what actually is going on here. So I had to do a little bit of side research to understand what the actual relationship between the sliders was and how it relates to like 50 millimeter photography and other forms of first life photography. And being able to understand those things has allowed me to not only improve how I use depth of field, but like I think that helps people who are more interested in or understanding of the numbers more than just just mess with it until it looks right.
Nudge it till it looks right. Yeah. And that's what I mean. You brought like a whole nother level of thinking to this, and it's been interesting to me to observe in the time that you've been in classes. I want to say there's at least one person in every class that is like, oh my God, Tour, you are speaking my language.
Yeah. Because most of the class attendants definitely do resonate more with Ren's more artistic and more abstract sort of language. But you're right, there has usually been at least one student who's just like, okay, just tell me what these tools specifically mechanically are doing, and I'll take care of the rest. So I think I'm pretty well equipped to be able to convey that.
Yes, which has been very pleasing for me to observe, just the way that you become a part of the team and a part of the instructional team as well. So I mean, largely the classes are taught by Ren. Coco is there as much as she can be to weigh in on just the way she takes things in, composes things, how helping students see what Ren's talking about.
Yeah.
And then you come in and it's with the technical. You're like the technical manager. But you also like to talk about lights and depth of field and and that's your jam as well. As anyone who's watched our videos regularly, you're always talking about lighting, and that plays into photography as well. So
yes.
And like I said, for myself, I have remained the management side, which is fine. I really enjoy the way everybody interacts. And then, if we ever have a student get out of hand, then I'm the one who takes care of business. So
Yep.
Yeah. Which we have had at least one that went off the deep end, and then another one, and I don't think you were a part of that one, but some management
doesn't
side
happen
things.
often.
Does not, but this is SL, and
yep,
there are a wide variety of people here, and some of them are not agreeable.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm very interested in visiting Artsville. Like, I love places like this, and I was reading it over, and they work very hard, it sounds like, to build a community of creators and building a space where people can come together and collaborate, and so I'm curious. I want to go check this out and see if it's something that down the road could be something that Visionaire is involved with, or to some degree. So
definitely.
Just curious. So
definitely.
Next one on my tab is the spotlight on Sage Absinthe. And so when I saw this, I was like, hey, I just recently discovered the store. And I think it was, you have to remind me, it was the, you and I've talked about this. It was one of the weekend sales that was a Black Creators. Was it Shop Black? Was that the name of the weekend event?
That sounds
It sounds right. And so I think Pilia, because I watch Pilia's videos and pick up on things from her. She was sampling a lot of the different weekend sales in one of her videos, and this was one of them. And I'm like, oh, let me check that out. And so I found this one because I love big hairs, big fluffy hairs, as everybody knows. And I did pick up a couple from there. So it was really nice to see the creator get a spotlight. And I was like, and that first picture, I'm like, that's a queen's dress. I know that because I have it. And then to read a little bit about her. So you were sharing with me what you were taking away from this article. Can you say that again for everybody else?
Yeah. So one of the things that she mentions in the article or the interview here was that she never really saw a similar community on Second Life that accurately or fairly depicted modern cities in North and West Africa, and how that there's depictions of things like safari, but not the actual way people live there. So her endeavor to create that space, I think, is really, really important, because this is kind of a phenomenon that happens frequently. It's not just an SL, there's a blind spot. There's kind of a assumption or a bias or a mental picture that we get largely from movies of what Africa is. Which is divorced from the actual reality of what Africa is, which kind of segues also to where we are filming, but we'll get to that later.
That's the next tab.
But I really admire that, and trying to carve away at some of those implicit biases and those stereotypes that exist, and create that representation and that depiction and that ability for people who have that lived experience to say, yeah, this is more home to me, rather than a cardboard cutout of my home.
And I'm reading where you're talking about, she's talking about Turanga City, which she created in Second Life, and I'm like, we need to go there. I've been to her store, but I would love to see this.
I would too.
So we'll have to plan that one out in all of our extra free time.
Yeah, no, we can definitely do that. Maybe photograph it some.
Yeah, because like I said, another batch of Visionaire sounds like it's getting ready to fire up. So we might be doing some more photography trips.
Mm-hmm.
So,
in addition to destinations, like you mentioned, the fluffier hair, but that is also I know there are a few hair creators and stuff who are explicitly Black creators who focus on creating Black hairstyles, and that also is a reflection of First Life, how there's just kind of a default assumption of what hair should look like, which excludes most of the Black community and even, you know, other ethnicities. So it's very strange, and like the way that is often not only erased but sometimes punished. How it's like, oh well, that's not a professional hairstyle. You can't wear that in school or in the workplace or whatever. It's like, well, no, this is what, you know, what my family wears our hair like, and yeah, it's, you know, using SL as a way to challenge that and bring those representations into it.
I agree.
Very, very important.
And I think, you know, honestly, and I'm pretty sure I've probably spoken on this in a video before, but my desire for big fluffy hair is because, you know, my hair in real life is much like that.
It is.
So I've made no secret of the fact that I'm Puerto Rican. You know, there's a mix of cultures and just being Puerto Rican, even though I have done my 23andMe, and I was actually pretty disappointed to find out how low the percentage was of African heritage. Like, I thought there was more. There had to be more. Just because, you know, my hair and just different features. Turns out I'm mostly Portuguese, and that's fine too. That's, you know, and there's you know, a history of, you know, just different cultures and different backgrounds in Portugal as well. So So we've talked about, you know, my desire to be careful with like cultural appropriation and things like that. And so, you know, I do enjoy hairstyles that might be typically classified as, you know, African or Black hairstyles. But there's a part of them and certain styles that really resonates with me. So, so I really enjoy the diversity in that respect. And I bitch almost every week about hair and how straight or flat or whatever. And I just want curl and volume, and, you know, and that's kind of what I'm thinking as you're talking through, you know, hairstyles and what's typically represented and available.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, like, you know, you also, we also like to push back against the default or norm, even body shape, and just be like, nah,
nope,
you know.
And, you know, it's really been interesting to me, you know, representing myself in Second Life as more of a curvy person. How many compliments I've gotten that are not facetious, they're not sarcastic.
Yeah.
These are
Genuine.
people that are like, girl, you do you look amazing. I remember some gal was like, don't ever let anybody tell you different. And I was like, I love you, and I just met you. So, you know, so it's been definitely much more acceptable. But
I remember you got a comment from Warehouse where someone was like, you are like the most realistic looking, like, fat girl that I've seen on here. Something like, and it's,
So I am definitely very pleased to see curvy being more acceptable in Second Life. I like I said, I was doing it before it was acceptable. Like, I was always trying to be curvier, and you can ask Coco, because Coco knows.
It was a journey for you too, because even you had kind of your boundaries that you were still pushing up against. And, you know, you've been much more comfortable in your skin. Over time.
When you met me, I was trying to curve it up, and I'm like, I'm so curvy, and you were laughing at me, and you're like, here, let me help you blow out of those pants.
Yep, because you were doing the, like, thick girl thing, which is, you know, it's definitely a thing. And
now I'm more of a fat girl than a thick girl. Although I like to say PHAT.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then let's talk about the last tab. Are we ready for that?
Yes.
Okay, because that relates to where we are. So it's highlights from the destination guide. And I was like scrolling down. I'm like, okay, Tor, which one are you going to pick? This is the highlights. We've got Unicorn, the Lost Unicorn Gallery, and then Moreau. And I was like, excuse me, Moreau? Does that say Moreau? So now it's your story time. Tell people why I would be surprised.
So Moreau is a project, the Moreau Museum, that so of course it is focused on celebrating Black history, African history specifically. and not even history, even contemporary understanding of Africa and Pan-Africanism, and really cutting through a lot of the misconceptions or stereotypes about it and educating. We first encountered them at the Stop Killing Us charity campaign put on. Oh, I can't think of the name of them.
It was
but
a sorority, right?
It was one of the Greek sororities.
Yeah, one of the black Greek organizations.
Yes.
And it was more you than we. Like you were invited, and then I came because wherever you go, I go.
Yes. And one of the speakers there was Roz Solaris. Roz did an amazing spoken word poetry with accompanying like background music. But they were all wonderful performances. In fact, one of our Visionaire students was one of the performers.
That's right. And she was very pleased to see us there.
Yeah. But one of the things that Roz mentioned was the Moreau Museum. So I got in his IMs and asked him about it, and got to not only see this incredible museum, and like I've read, they have books here, they have all kinds of placards here. This really is a very education focused area. In fact, to our right, you can see they have 3 exhibits available: Black Culture, Future History. They have Black Wall Street. They have Colorism, Dividing a People. I haven't seen those exhibits yet, but it's a very, very active museum. Mm-hmm. But one of this group was also the people who put on the Atlas race, mm-hmm. That we were promoting earlier, which we still never got around to running.
No.
But
is it too late to run it?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
But I got the great pleasure of working with Roz and Gigi on putting together the system for that Atlas race, and helping them in their endeavor to raise money for putting kids through STEM programs, STEM education. Mm-hmm. So, so that was cool to see that they got the very well-deserved recognition in the destination guide here at the tail end of Black History Month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really nice to see.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you can come visit this anytime. It doesn't need to be February.
It does not need to be February. I strongly recommend coming and visiting here.
I want to spend more time here, like really digging in. So.
They have a lot of really, really good stuff here. They have not only this like museum area, but they have like an outdoor museum some ways down the same. I'm not going to ask you to find it, where they have different exhibits as well. They often do like music events here on the sim and stuff.
And we're in their group, and I know they had I see notices all the time, and I know you don't read notices, but I think
I see them, but if I can get to them, I will, but we don't always have a lot of time available.
Right. As we always seem to be mentioning. But so okay.
But they have been doing a number of events this past week. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
And so are we ready to talk about FLF now?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because you paused. You're like, no, I want to talk about Black history and the museum more.
No, that's we can definitely.
We're gonna have to make a separate video if it's just gonna be tour talks about Black history and Black issues.
Let's get into.
Okay, let's look at the FLF. All right, so we have Serena is the one who did the post again. So it says your favorite habit, 50 Linden Fridays, and she is right. This is our favorite habit.
For a year.
That's right, a whole year as of tomorrow. So how many sponsors do we have this week?
We have 2 sponsors.
Okay, and who are
we
they?
We have Offline and Ghoul.
Offline and Ghoul. I wonder if Ghoul is going to be cammable or not.
It's always a gamble. We'll find out.
So it looks like offline has 2 offerings. I'm scrolling down, and it looks like a long list this week.
It does appear to be a longer list, yes.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to
styled ahead of time.
Yeah, definitely that. We also may be a little shorter on our commentary. We'll see. I mean, we say that, and then we blow out a 3-hour video. So.
Yep. According to Serena, MIA designers might be C'est La Vie, Modulus, and Vinyl.
Okay.
So, but the card dropped early because I was online styling, and Barb sent it out, and the masses rejoiced. Like, I love it when she drops it, and then the chat opens up right away. Like, I can't wait, get my Linden, I need money. Yeah. So, yeah, it's always fun to watch the reactions. So, but, all right. I think we've taken a look at the website. We've talked about all the things. I think we're ready to start.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, we have made it to offline, and they have 2 offerings. So I'm going to start to camera left, so you know where I'm looking.
Yes.
So this is the Ray tank top, and that is sexy.
Yeah, that's an interesting style.
Right, Maitreya Freya Hourglass Cupra cups Reborn Legacy female male. Is that FM?
Yes. Huh. Apparently that's female male.
Oh, fun. That's fun. All right. So they have it in a lot of colors, so 50 linen each, or the fat pack. How much is the fat pack tour?
The fat pack is going to run 1,000.
1,000. And I want to ask, how many times do you accidentally buy something when I ask you how much it costs?
Not too often.
Okay, so you don't have like a bunch of women's clothes in your inventory?
Happens more at the 50.
Because you have to click so much.
Because I have to click so much.
Yeah. All right, on the other side, we have Dawn, a silk dress. Fits the same. Maitreya Freya Hourglass Legacy Cooper Cups and Reborn. Doesn't have the male-female. But lovely dress. Again, lots of colors, 50 linen each. And is the fat pack 1,000?
It is 1,300 here.
13, okay.
Looks like they have more colors, though. So
yeah, probably.
I like the wrinkling on the Dawn dress. That's fun.
So if I were to get a color, which color would you like me to get?
Well, for Dawn, you should obviously get the red dress.
I know, right? Is it just going to be everything I buy today is red? In honor of our Flifiversary and the red dress bitch story?
Certainly the dresses, yes.
Yeah. I'm buying the red. You got it. All right, are we ready to go?
Yes.
All right, it looks like we have made it to Ghoul. And I think I can push in.
Yes, you can.
Are you going to read us what it says? You're going to tell us a Ghoul story?
Moire hybrid.
Okay.
So, yes. So we have hybrid fun. Every time I cannot decide what it actually is that I made, I call it a hybrid. Why? Life's too short, and being special is fun. So you can know. I assume that's supposed to be now, but
yeah.
So you can be extra special too.
Now be.
You want it as a kinky item? Wear it like this. Wanna wear top only? Got you back. Turn off the straps in the texture change HUD. Sky's the limit, as we say. Int key business.
Legay. That's all I have to say.
Yep.
That's my absolute favorite typo. Even, I like the Legay typo because it's funny. And then the one that drove me up the wall was aloes, which was solid instead of soiled. Soiled instead of solid. That one just broke my brain. Both of ours.
That one broke both of us, and everyone was in the comments. It's solid.
It's solid.
We got
I'm
there
like,
in the end.
It's like, you're only saying that because you already watched the segment. Okay, that's what I believe. So anyway, you have all of these choices. 50
I
Linden.
always enjoy the Ghoul text, but I can't help but tease when there's typos.
Yeah, we all make them. We all make them. So, okay, so what are the scenarios here? Because I always feel like I think it's individual boxes, but then they're like linked somehow. So
each HUD comes with 2 colors.
Okay, so they are
and
separate.
back.
Okay.
Yes, so you buy each color pack separately.
So am I looking at 15 different packs?
You are looking at 15 different packs, or the monster pack, which is 750.
Okay, very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I'm set. I think I don't need a hybrid. I think I'm good.
All right.
It's
all
fun
right.
text that. What, you sound like I should be picking up a hybrid.
I don't know.
All right, who does it fit? It fits me.
It fits Legacy, Perky, Reborn, and Maitreya EXP. What?
What?
What is that?
Maitreya EXP. What do you? No, that's his body. Mesh body. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the logos. Where are you looking?
Upper right, like.
Oh, I don't know why it says EXP. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maitreya EXP. Huh. Okay, people in the comments, if you know, let us know.
Yeah.
But
what is Maitreya EXP?
What
is that a thing?
I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
I could just be soiled again. So
it's possible.
But are you alluding that I should be buying Heartbreaker Blood because it's red?
Maybe.
All right.
I do think it's fun. Like I also like that you can turn off all the straps and just wear it as like a crop top if you wanted to.
You know, it probably works with that Dios like, the Dios mod, the like pussy, the pussy mod. So it doesn't say that, but looking at the picture, you could probably get away with wearing the Dios pussy and that. So
yeah.
But I'll have to try it out.
You can also just throw on bottoms with it.
Right? But I don't know. I think you might want me to wear it naughty.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick up the red, and then we'll keep moving.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I know where we are. As soon as I landed, before everything was res, the color just gets you in the face, and we're like, Ananas!
Heck yeah.
So, what do we have? Gummy bears?
Yeah, we have gummy bears.
Well, one's been bitten.
Well, yeah. That's what you do with gummy bears.
Well, not when it's your costume.
I know. So you get variations. You get 2 variations for each one that you buy.
Okay.
You get the chewed on one and the not chewed on one.
So for Fliff, you have the purple and the green, but you also have it it's discounted for the weekend. So
yes.
Are the ones that are camera left?
The yellow one is 50 still.
Okay.
So you can get that one. The fat pack itself is 190.
Okay. And how do you feel about the yummy gummies?
Well, I'm gonna get them, just because we sometimes like to do Ananas.
As evidenced by Halloween season?
Yep, as evidenced by all of October.
Yep. And then I was noticing Nature's Ride, which I think is
for Happy Weekend
fun.
they have this fun Nature's Ride. I got the fat pack of this because I think that's really unique and interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
Speaking of Nature's Ride, you mentioned Pilea earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't always watch Pilea's videos. I'm not very good at that. But one of them did catch my attention, and I did watch it.
Okay.
She did a recording of her first life seedlings that she has started kind of growing. And, I'm a fan of gardening. So that definitely drew my attention, and I thought that was super, super cool. And I hope she continues doing her seedling tours and vlogging her gardening efforts.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can buy one of these gummies because none of them are red.
That's true.
But I'll buy one because you bought one, so I'll probably just buy this green one, I think.
Okay, yeah, I got the purple one, so that works.
Oh, perfect. All right. And then I'm going to buy Nature's Ride too because I think that's cool.
Okay.
All right, very good. Are we ready to go?
We are.
All right, tour. I can tell we are at Asteroid Box.
We are.
And they have, is that the Julie shirt? That's an interesting way to spell Julie.
Julie shirt, yeah. So this is Maitreya and variations. Freya, Legacy, and Perky. Reborn and Juicy.
Yep. I already bought it. So this is the pattern edition. I'm assuming they have a non-patterned edition somewhere. Limited edition release for 15 Linden Fridays, only available today. So this might be one of those designers that will literally only have this out today. Like if they went
for these patterns.
Right. If they went to the length to put the specific date on their vendor sign, I would believe them.
Yes.
So, includes 4 limited edition pattern options sold as a fat pack only, which is true. I bought it for 15 Linden, and then you get all 4 of these patterns. And I love a floral pattern. I'll do a stripe. I will, but I really love a floral pattern.
Yeah, and that's a nice floral pattern too. I also like that the way that they pattern it, and I like that it has those little hems, not just around the full edge of the fabric, but internally, like attaching the sleeve and attaching the underbust and stuff. Like, yeah, it's nice attention to detail. Nice. Yeah, very good attention to detail. Makes it more visually interesting to look at. Yeah, I love this top. I look forward to seeing it on you. Yes, you absolutely will. And you busting out over the top of it. That's right, because you know I love my juicy boobs and spill out over the top. Yes. So. All right, are we good to go? Right. We are. All right, tour. We are at Blueberry, and I'm surprised because I haven't seen Blueberry on the Fliff or the Flifty. I don't think I've ever seen Blueberry at the Flifty, but I know. Yeah, I don't think so either. And it's been a while for it on Fliff, so it's been a while. So when I saw we were coming and I saw what was the item, I'm like, really? Is this the thing? And apparently it is. Okay, so this dress right here is what they have put out before as their birthday dress. Like, this is the dress that I know they've put out at least the last 3 times, if not more, but it's their 7th birthday. So they've probably put this out 7 times. Yes. But they update it for new bodies, which is fun. Right. Yeah. So I'll get it because Reborn, but I know this isn't going to look good because, you know, the belt and the way it's like the little folding at the belly. But yeah, I'll try it. And, you know, because when my writing project's done, I'm going to be snatched like this, right? I don't know about being skinny. I'm going to write and I'm just all the pounds are going to fade away. Yeah. I'm going to just push it out of me and be done. Yeah, no. Okay, so then we were amused that they have a mannequin here, and you're like, oh no, she has a little bit of chrome face, and then we were like, well, she is a mannequin. Yeah. I mean, the tag over her head says that, so she is meant to be shiny. Be intentional. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that pose was the best to model the dress in. No, I'm not sure if it was either. Yeah. So they have a model here, so that's fun. So yeah, I think it would be creepy if the mannequin's eyes do they moved around every now and then. No, they don't, but it would be creepy if they did. Yeah, I'm looking too closely at them. I feel like she's gonna wink at me or something, or laugh or something. Like, haha, I see you, bitch. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this up because why not? It's the thing you do when it's Blueberry's birthday. You go buy a dress that they put out 7 times over. Maitreya Legacy Cupra Hourglass Reborn. Multiple Beliza forms. Freya Isis Gen X Classic and Curvy. So I'm gonna buy it, and we'll see if I put it on one day when I'm skinny, or maybe lose this belly. Maybe I do some crunches, some sit-ups. You're like, no, you won't. Yep. I'll buy it anyway because it's what you do on Blueberry's birthday. Yep. Okay, are you ready for the next? We are ready for next. Hey, look, a chick rolled up and she's wearing red. Hey. She needs to come face to face with you. That's what they do. Like, they walk up right up to you like, hey there, where have you been? Where have you been, my second life? That's what they do. I'm surprised this bitch right here in the red jacket didn't roll up on you like that, because that's what red dress bitches do. Oh gosh. Anyway, buying this damn dress and we're leaving. Like, come on, don't look at that bitch in the red jacket. Let's go. Let's go. All right, tour. I can tell by the warning to turn down my graphics that we are at Broken Arrow, because high graphics and Broken Arrow do not get along.
There's a lot going on here. So
there is.
all right, so if we focus on 50 Linden Friday, we have Annie Kitchen Brunch.
Yeah.
So it's decor, so therefore you get to talk about it. Go.
Okay, so the first thing I want to highlight is they have 2 items out here. And the only difference between the 2 of them is the wood color.
Okay.
Everything else you can control via the HUD. So you, regardless of the wood color, you can specify the tinting of the plants, the tulips, the metals, and all that, the spoons. So you're picking that bottom where it says happiness is homemade, which is fun. This is a fun little breakfast set. I like this.
But I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Why would you put flowers in your syrup?
And
well, it looks like the brunch is where the brunch one where it says brunch is probably butter under there.
Could be.
So I was like, well, if brunch was under there, it would have to be a much bigger platter.
That's true.
So.
So you would put flowers in your syrup after you've already used up all the syrup. Probably.
Oh, so is this after I've eaten that big old whatever's inside the pancake container?
Yeah, probably.
Gotcha.
This is cleaned up, put back on the shelf.
Yeah. Put flowers in it for me.
Put flowers in it.
Yeah. So, are you picking this up? Because it definitely sounds like something you would have.
Yeah. I picked up the lighter wood version.
Yeah.
So
they're both lovely.
this is
50
fun.
Linden each.
Yep. Yeah. It's a cute setup. I like it.
It is. All right. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we are.
All right, tour. Where are we?
We are at Celeste.
And what do they have today?
They've got some cool horns. These are the Nera demon horns.
I like these.
And you've got some cool, like, esoteric things hanging off of them. Beads are wrapped around them. You've got your moon, your pentacle.
Yeah, these could be my new ritual horns.
Yeah, these are really neat.
A lot. Yeah,
It looks like you can change the horn color between light, like white or black. And you've got 5 colors for the metal bits. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick these up. These are great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very nice.
All right. Anything more before we pick these up and keep moving?
Well, I was just peeking a little closer. It looks like since they are modify and allow resizing and all that, when you change the horn color to white, you could tint them if you were the enterprising sort of accessorizer that wanted to tint your horns.
Absolutely. Okay.
So that's the only other detail I would add. Yep.
Okay. That's a good one. Good tip.
Ooh.
Tour. Do you think there's a flip item here?
Well, I can't buy this sign.
So this goes along with the post that C'est la vie was MIA, and they're not. They're just not a part of this round.
Right.
They will be here next week. Next time. Their next time is going to be March 17th.
Yeah, so that's going to be a few weeks out. Three weeks out.
Yeah, and I was amused by this sign, and I appreciate this sign.
I do too. Usually we're stuck scratching our heads, like we'll show up and it'll be like, okay, is it just hidden? Has it moved? Well, it's usually me because I teleport ahead. And yeah, I appreciate the clarity and just saying,
nope, no
we're
flip.
out.
No flip can be found here today. Have fun, keep moving. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, C'est la vie. That was very nice of you, and it's very fun.
Very much so.
All right, I guess we're moving on.
Yep.
And we're at the Chatterbox store.
Yes.
Also known as Commoner.
Yep.
And they have 2 offerings, one of which, of course, is a Chatterbox, which, of course, I own already.
Yeah.
So this one is Squad. And then you have this BFF photo clip, which is also here on the counter. So
yeah, that's fun.
that is a fun one.
Yeah, I picked up the photo clip because I think that That's super cute.
Yeah, I think I'll pick that one up too.
Just slap that down on a desk and say, I appreciate this person.
Right. I agree. So, okay, I'm going to pick this up. Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
All right, tour. Where are we?
We are at Consignment.
Consignment. And what are they selling today?
So they've got this wall-mounted desk with a computer on it,
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
that's nice. I like that kind of setup.
Yeah, it's very... it gives you a lot of room underneath. I also like that it has the power plugs there. I don't know why. I always appreciate when they do that sort of thing.
Yep.
And we've also got a chair.
Well, that would be perfect. You could just spin. Oh, we've seen this one because I remember the animal heads.
Yeah.
This chair's been out before. But you can just spin it around and use it at your wall desk.
Exactly. Yep.
And what's the sound here that I'm hearing?
You're hearing the crackle of a fire somewhere.
Oh, it's a very loud fire.
It is a very loud fire. I don't know where it actually is.
Somebody better put it out because it sounds like it could be surrounding us.
Yeah. No, that's not it. No, I have no idea.
Okay, don't get fixated. We got Fliff to do.
I'm fixated.
No fixation. Okay,
I'm gonna find it.
No. Focus on the Fliff. Okay, 50 Linden for the shelf arrangement. 50 Linden for the chair.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
I got the shelf arrangement. I already have.
We already have this chair. I'm totally buying this shelf.
There's nothing else for Fliff.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not found the sound.
Okay, good. Let's keep moving because we don't have time to waste.
Okay.
All right, tour. Where are we?
Woo. We're at 11.
11. And the Fliff item is this outfit over here. Kira top and jeans.
Yes.
Maitreya, Reborn, Legacy, and Cupra. And I was telling you when you were reading the shirts that I think they've had this one out before because the shirt looks familiar to me. So
they may have. I mean, it's worth checking.
Yeah.
So.
Because I like Psycho Witch.
I like Psycho Witch as well. I also think there is no box rather than think outside the box.
Right.
Just break down the borders entirely.
That's right.
Let's go.
So top and jeans, they have them. They're not resing for me properly.
Yeah, you buy it as a single item, you get the top and the jean.
Yeah.
It looks like they have the colors pre-selected for you, so you can get the leopard print plus denim color, or you can get black on black.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
I'm having that weird issue where the mesh goes away if I push in.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
But I can look at the vendor picture, so that's what it looks like, people. So, 50 Linden for an outfit, either one of them. So.
Yep.
Okay, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
All right, we are at Friday. We have a small crowd. We were talking to the one gal, that's Misty, in the red, who's just pushing her ass out at everybody. It's like, that's me! That's me! Woo! Woo! Okay. So, she's involved in Muffin Smokers, and we were just talking to her. All right, so we've got the Gabby Heels in ink, and it's Maitreya, Lara, Legacy, or E-Body Reborn.
Hey, nice. They're starting
They're
starting to make for you more.
Love
Those are cute.
This. I'm buying. So.
Yeah, that's a nice heel too. That's not the super steep one. It's not too high.
I like the little sock.
It hits. Yeah, I think it hits all of your preferred markers.
It does. It does.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm picking this up.
Nice.
Okay, are we good to go?
Yep.
All right, we are at Glam Affair, and this here is Gabriella.
Yeah.
She's lovely.
She is lovely. Yep. And she comes in all of these colors.
All for 50 Linden.
All for 50 Linden.
So, I do not need a skin right now. And
nope.
I'm honestly all hooked up with all three. So,
but as we always say every week, if you're in the market for a skin trying to remodel your avatar,
or build an alt.
Or an alt, yeah. Hitting Fliff is a good way to do it.
That's right.
Glam Affair's got you covered.
They sure do. All right, are you ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, tour. We're at Go&See.
They make animations.
They do. So, I was setting you up. And of course, our model has just, wow, she is jiggly as fuck.
Ooh.
That was a lot of bouncing when she stepped down.
Yes, it was.
She's missing part of her body. She looks alphaed out in the wrong places.
She is.
Mm-hmm. And that's interesting in her face. She's got those little cutouts in her cheeks, and you can see her teeth. That's interesting.
Very cool.
Like, I like being able to see the teeth. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. And then if you cam just right, you can see the sky through her skull.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if you, aim upwards.
Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, and she's wearing one of those old lip things where you see the teeth when your mouth is closed. You probably don't remember that. That was a thing back before mesh avatars, mesh heads and stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember
that was
at
a
all.
thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So we just wear it on your lip, so it would give you that little appearance of an open mouth. Huh. Which you don't need to do anymore because you have a mesh head.
Yeah, and you can just force your
open your mouth any way you want.
Yeah.
So anyway, she might have descended the platform because she was idle on it. So, but this anyway. So we have Shivers, and it's 8 pose stands. Are you going to model this for us?
Sure.
Okay, you be the model because I've got food.
Let me get it back to the first pose. Okay, so AO off, and here we go. Modeling time. I'm a bunny rabbit. Okay, and let's see.
Slight
moving
bunny
my hand
move.
slightly.
Okay.
Hand down here.
Hand up.
You'll have
legs
to
locked.
Yeah, legs are locked. Okay.
Okay.
Hands curled, and 2 more.
Then you and your wiggly hands that you love so much.
Yeah. Okay.
It's cute. You're like a little bunny. You're like a sexy little bunny.
Sexy little bunny.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. That Shivers. Thank you for modeling for us.
You're welcome.
All right.
So they are 50 per pose, or you can get all of. No, sorry, I lied. You get all of the poses for 50.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're in the market for some new animations. There
you
go.
You get all eight of them. Nice.
At Go&See, they make animations.
At Go&See, they make animations.
All right, we good to go?
We are.
All right. I can tell by the store that we're at half tier.
We're at half tier.
And what do they have for us today?
They've got 2 things for us today. I love both of them. We have the Heart Watering Can Gold. So this is... Well, you're not going to be watering much with it, except, you can...
Because flowers have grown inside it.
Because flowers have... You've turned it into a planter, which is fun. You've got a little butterfly hanging out. You've got flowers beside it. This is really, really nice. So what you can actually use to water your watering can is this little spritzer. This plant water spritzer.
That's cool.
Yeah. So both of these are lovely, very fun, and very much... I can definitely find a home for both of these items.
Absolutely.
And we'll do so.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick them up too, because they're really nice.
Yeah, I especially love that watering can. That's super cute.
I also like the vines that they're decorating the display with on the wall. I know that's not for sale, but do they make those too, and where are they?
They do. They're called Simple Lighted Vines.
We need those, because that could totally go on the solar punk bills.
Yes. So let me look for those before we leave.
Okay, so I will pick these up in the meantime while you do that.
Very good.
Tour?
Yes.
How did we end up in this pool?
Well, we saw the pool and then immediately had to get in it.
And immediately dove in.
Yep.
As long as I can still have my chocolates and chocotini, I'm good.
Yes, and I'm holding your Ananas up just enough for that to be out of the water.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate the assistance with keeping my treats out of the water.
Yes.
So, all right. So where are we?
We're at Hilted.
Hilted. And they have a few things for FLF. Well, they have the pool in different variations.
Yeah, they have 2 colors of the pool. The adult version is 100, but you can get the PG version for 50. In both the fruity colors and the hollow colors.
I love fruity.
Yeah. So those are fun.
Yeah. So, and it's got like, well, it wouldn't be adult for, it's adult for a reason. So it has a menu. You have solo or couples. So lots of options.
Lots of options. And also for Happy Weekend to go along with it, they've got the different floats like the donut floaty and the dino floaty. So yeah.
Okay, very good. I feel like we have this. We'd have to check our inventories, but I know we tend to pick up pools and things.
Oh, I should have checked my inventory. I already bought it, so we definitely have it.
Well, now we do. We didn't before.
Yep.
So, okay, very good. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, don't mind me. I'm just having a face-off with a stranger. So I was over here trying to cam a thick bitch, and I was feeling her, and then I hear my bumper going off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's somebody who's like all up in my business. So then I started pushing her back, and then I move locked. And I'm like, don't fuck with me, bitch. I am making a video. So anyway, and you saw me nudging her. Oh no, she's probably pulling a Pilia, totally. Like, just no one in the world exists but her.
Yep.
And I you know how I feel about this, and you know I love Pilia, but I can't roll like that. There are other people in this world that I don't want to just mow down as I move through Second Life. And okay, good. So there we go. I wasn't going to back down. I was literally holding my ground because I move locked.
I could tell. Yeah.
I pushed in and move locked. I'm like, back up. And she never did. And I was not going to back down.
Yeah.
Now, I should have had my stabby bumper on, like, but no. It's our flip-anniversary, so I have food instead of stabby. So anyway, I had to cam back because then I'm like, oh, our girl Cassie's got some nip slip going on here at Fil Casse. And so what are we selling today? It's like an open, like, little jacket sort of thing.
Yeah, you got to be a little careful with her because she's got it a little bit open there.
Yeah, I'm seeing full-on boob. There's really no way for me to cam around that. So
no. So yes, you get 2 copies of that. It's the Hella robe.
It's a robe. Okay, we're calling it a robe.
We're calling it a robe. It comes in 2 colors as usual.
Well, it's different because
2 color packs.
Yeah, usually the top one, what colors? Like pink and blue, and then it's like purple and black. That one's normal, but the pink and blue is a different color combination. They don't usually offer like a yellow. So that's different. Yeah. But either way, 50 linen, you get 2 colors.
Yes, and they're calling the yellow lemonade, which is kind of fun.
Lemonade.
So this is for Maitreya, Legacy, and Reborn.
Okay, well.
In these 2 color packs.
You know me, I don't like to move around my Second Life with tits out. I like to squish them, but I don't like to have them
squish them
out. So this is a no for me. But, you know, others. I mean, I should buy it and slap on that aloe pasty that was fucking me over so hard the last time.
Yeah.
With soiled, right?
Yes.
Soiled versus solid.
Yes, soiled.
All right. I'm going to wear soiled. Like, why would I want to wear anything soiled? But, you know, they make stuff like that.
Yeah, they do.
So, anyway, let's keep moving. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
We are at Lock&Tuft, and I was gonna say they're feeling violent. I don't know. The first guy, he looks kind of happy to have face razors, and the others, they don't look too happy to have a cleaver in the head. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about it.
Yeah.
So neither one of us. This is our jam, and that's fine. But if you're looking for face razors or a cleaver to the head, Lock&Tuft has you covered.
Exactly.
All right, are we ready?
Yes, we are.
All right. Tour, this is all you because you have been Mr. Modulus for weeks. So you've been rocking all kinds of Modulus. Yeah. And you look good in it.
Yeah. I am quite happy with it.
Yeah.
Now, not all their hairstyles work for me. This
like
week is going to be one of those weeks.
Right? Yeah. Well, why, Tour? Explain to the people.
So, like you, I like more volume in the hair.
Oh, we know you love volume.
I do love the volume. So, like this week, they've got the Eden hair, which has shaved sides and back, and the Samuel hair, which looks pretty short and probably is shaved in the back.
Yeah.
Which I understand these are very popular men's styles. I get it. I do. And I do see these in First Life. But I do like when they have the options. And they do. They have a fair variety here at Modulus. They do have a few more full hairs, like the one I'm wearing.
Yep, I'm camming it right now.
Is a fuller hair.
It's messy and long.
It's messy and long.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We know you like a full body.
Do
you like your hair full bodied as well?
Yes, I do. I do. So, but I've been very pleased with the Modulus hairs that I have tried. And they make quality stuff. So, would definitely give them a recommend if you're looking for a man's hair.
Yeah, you've been
We
looking...
don't have a whole lot of options.
Nope. But you've been looking fine in Modulus. Like,
yeah,
fine.
For sure.
Not like just okay, but you know.
And I have to say, there are a lot of hair makers where they like primarily make for females, but they do make some for males. I appreciate that Modulus is, fully committed to actually making men's hair, because you can always kind of feel that vibe where it's like this was adapted from something
from
they
a
made
female
for
hair.
women. And it looks okay, it looks good. Like, I mean, I'll be honest, I love No Match, but I can tell when one of the hairs I'm wearing from No Match was not fully designed or intended for men, but still, still looks good.
Yeah.
But so I appreciate Modulus actually representing the men and giving us an option.
I agree with you. Well said. Well said. All right. Well, not this week, but I'm sure there'll be another week where it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Are you ready to keep moving?
Yes.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at NaaNaas.
Not Ananas?
Not Ananas. Just NaaNaas.
NaaNaas. That's still amusing to me. Okay, because at NaaNaas, they have jewelry.
Yes, they have the Mariana.
Yes.
Mariana.
Yeah, you got to practice your Spanish. Just like you were the other day, because I don't think we've launched into this, the fact that you and I both are on Duolingo.
Yeah, we're working
and we nudge each other and cheer each other on all the time.
I enjoy that quite a bit.
And then the other day you busted Spanish out at me, and I'm like, oh, look at you. Yeah, learning that Spanish.
Trying to a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a little short, kind of simple conversation with one of the guys that I feed
that you
less,
drop off food,
get food to, and that's I think I mentioned it to you yesterday. Eduardo, he offered not only to like converse with me some to help like learn the language a bit more in conversation, but also said that if I needed help with fixing anything around here or handyman stuff, to give him a call. So I got his number. So, yeah.
So he can help you with your Spanish too.
Yeah. Because he recognizes I'm trying not only to give food, but also to get in closer to the community, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because that's the language that particular group speaks. Their primary, their first language is Spanish, and it's all well and good for me to get food there, but it also helps to be able to actually communicate if I want to do anything more, if I want to do any sort of actual community building or organizing with them, which I do.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, but here we're at NaaNaas with Mariana, Lara, Freya, and Legacy. Choker and 2 necklaces on off, controlled by HUD. 6 metal colors in the fat pack, 6 fabric colors, and 6 bead colors for everyone. And so, am I only seeing that it is a fat pack? Because I only see the vendor for sale.
It is only a fat pack. You throw 50 at it, you get all of it.
Oh, that's
that
nice.
They just advertised there. Yeah, that's quite a good deal.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit you, but it's quite a good deal.
No, then I'm fine. You know me. I got my neck jewelry.
You do, yes.
Yes, I do. And it's been locked on for 4 years?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
Soon. Yeah.
April. Yeah, because there's the other anniversary coming up. The day the tour walked in Monarchy anniversary.
Gosh, I really need to get serious about working on that build, but we've been okay. So
But what do you mean? What build? I already built the replica of the Monarchy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the other?
The other one, yeah.
Yeah, that one, yes.
Yeah.
We have had some discussions, but there's time still. I think the goal was in another year that we would have that space ready for the big 5.
Okay, because we've got other build projects that
we got to finish Solar Punk first.
We still have work to do at GP and stuff. So
it's not much now.
No, not a lot.
Done, it's Reser stuff now, but but I need you to look at some spaces there. But we're rambling.
Okay, yes.
So let's move on. All right, we're at Pitaya, and they have plants.
Pitaya. Yeah, they've got these hanging plants for flip.
Those are fun. Did you pick them up already?
Nice. I did, yeah.
But you were also camming things. I immediately went to waffle cone. I'm like, ooh, there's a waffle cone over there. And that's cute that it has flowers in it.
It is cute. I worry about getting that for you because you might just eat the flowers.
Eat it, I know. And then they have these cute little bouquets in glass bottles or jars or vases.
Yeah, those are vases.
Vases. So I like all that. Now, but this is next to the flip sign, but it's not 50, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So the waffle cone, it is only 65 for each color.
I'm gonna buy the fat pack.
And the vases are 115.
Okay, but you weren't looking at that in that direction. You were looking at the umbrella with the popsicles on it.
Yeah, popsicles and ice cream and stuff. Yeah. I thought that was cute.
So did you pick that up too?
Yeah, I grabbed that, and then further down, I had to get the lemonade stand over near the end. So I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
That looks super refreshing.
Right? It actually makes me think of my drink of choice when I go to Starbucks. Usually, if it's first thing, or if I need my morning coffee, I'm getting my caramel macchiato. I love those. And then if it's like lunchtime or something, then I'm getting a refresher. And the refresher is made with either, I usually used to get it with the dragon fruit version with the lemonade, but now I've switched over to the strawberry and acai with lemonade, and that's delicious. So looking at the lemonade makes me think of those Starbucks refreshers that I enjoy so much, made with lemonade.
Yeah, nice.
Refreshing is true for sure. So
excellent, Pitaya. Always love these things.
Yes.
So we'll keep rolling.
That sounds good. Look at you transitioning us already. Usually I'm the one that asks.
Yep.
And you're
we're out of here.
Okay, we're out. You say so. We're out. Okay, tour. I'm not even facing the item or what store we're at. I'm just totally taken by this doggy couple over here.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Look at how he's standing. He's like, what? Are you camming us? What? So they are adorable.
They are.
I love the girl. She's so cute.
Yeah, I love her little curly ears that she's got.
Yeah. And she's missing. I like that she's wearing soft eyes, but she's missing the actual. Garters or whatever, the band. Yeah. So
she's got a bee checking out, a flower in her hair, and a butterfly on her nose.
She is adorable. And her man is in my way because I'm trying to cam her and he's in my way. But it's absolutely adorable. It's the cutest thing I've seen in a long time. So yeah, cute.
I complimented them and they were apparently talking about us.
What?
I said cutest puppers, and they both said thank you. And she said, I was just saying how cute you are.
Oh my gosh, I gotta turn my interface on to talk to them. Hang on.
Gosh. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, those are some really nice. Okay, so who is that made by? AA, of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Onion
doesn't
tears
surprise
and
me.
trembly.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Distracted by cute puppers. I'm a dog
Cute
person.
puppers.
And they're just like cute couple. Okay, so back to the fliff. So we're at Pixicat.
Pixicat.
Not hanging out with the puppers. And they have this top called Neom top.
Yeah, Neom.
And it fits more than what they say, right?
It fits Reborn. So it's Maitreya. It's Maitreya Petite and Flat.
Petite.
Legacy and Perky, Hourglass, Freya, and Reborn, which they need to pencil in.
Right?
Really
just slap another sign up there that says Reborn.
Slap another sign up there.
Right. But I think
people buying them.
Right? I would skip these all the time. And it was one of our people who told us in the comments,
so
hey,
we
there's
check it
Reborn.
every time and almost every time.
Yep, almost. Yeah. Unless it's pants. And then no.
Unless it's, yeah.
But I'm buying it because I like this top. So.
Yeah.
But I think Petite might be my new favorite typo. I want it to fit Legay and Petite. And I want soiled. We're just racking up the typos.
I know.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll buy this. Are our pupper friends still there? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but yes, I'm going to pick this up. Are we good?
Very good. Yep, we are. Okay.
Okay, I see shoes and other styles that I recognize, so we have to be at Rain.
Yes, we are. So these are the tray strappy platforms.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very soft curve of the heel.
Yeah, so it's
nice.
Not the ouch foot. I think it's probably one of the others.
Right.
So, Reborn, Cupra, Maitreya Slink, Beliza OG, Beliza Gen X. I'm wondering, with the Maitreya, it wouldn't matter if it's Petite or not. Because it's your feet, not your chest.
Because it's your feet, yeah.
We don't wear strappy platforms on our petites. I cracked myself up.
Oh, God.
That was good.
That was good.
Okay, so for 50 Linden, you get a fat pack, and you can have strappy platforms too. I'm gonna buy these, although I have to check and see if I own them already.
Now, I want to say also these support Legacy, which is currently covered up by the fat pack sign.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Oh, look at why? Maybe, do you sure? Like I'm camming behind it. It does say Legacy.
I know.
So why would they do that? No, we changed our mind. We took Legacy out.
Legacy's in there.
Okay, great.
I just checked.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I gotta check because I might have these already. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Probably not. It's just me being silly.
They're nice.
They are. Like somebody just took a Polaroid. Who still uses those sounds?
I don't know.
It's okay.
People who haven't or don't know how to disable them, I suppose.
Yeah. But when was the last time you used that sound? You probably turned that off on day one, like as soon as you rezzed. You're like, what is this? No, off.
No, I kept it on for a while, but when I learned that I could turn it off, I did.
You know what?
So probably in my first year or two.
Yeah. One of the things I turned off right away, since we're talking about it, is spinning your avatar around when you edit appearance.
Oh yeah,
like
that was obnoxious.
It's like, no thank you. And when I see people do it still, it gives me the same reaction as the Polaroid sound. I'm like, really? That's still a thing for some people? But no shade. Maybe a little. But yeah, if you need to know how to turn that off, just hit me up. I'll let you know. Okay, are we good to go?
We're good to go.
okay, so to our Lady White Falcon, our friend right here who's modeling the item.
Yeah.
Oh, she would, you know, when her hair fell off, I was like, it's because she needs to eat, right? She's not eating enough.
She really does.
Because you're like, she needs to eat. Oh, it's even got fun sleeves too. I like sleeves like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's got a lot of fun.
Okay.
So off camera, I was gushing about this item immediately.
Yeah. And you know, I love Roslyn. I have a lot of Roslyn.
You do.
I even bought some more Roslyn last night.
Yep.
So last night at Cupid, they had a little set there because it was juicy boobs and juicy rolls.
Yes.
And I'll tell the story because I told you the story, but I had some trouble with the vendors for Roslyn at Cupid Inc. And briefly, I try not to fuss, you know. So if I buy something and it doesn't work or something, I don't know. It was just a story of me trying to buy one color. The vendor didn't give it to me. I thought I bought it. And then I thought I didn't. So I bought it again and it still didn't give it to me. So now I'm down to, $2.99 twice. And then I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just buy the fat pack because that probably works. So I paid fat pack price and it didn't work.
Yep.
And so I'm like, fine, let me just go get it redelivered. And then I go to the store to get anything redelivered to me, but the system didn't register my purchases. So there was nothing. So then I was like, oh, now I got to send a note.
It was just a misconfigured vendor.
Yeah. And so Roslyn, the designer behind Roslyn and their customer service person were very responsive, just quickly handled it. You know, I'm not like because I remember the stories Wicca would tell me about like the IMs or the note cards. Some customers in SL can be the worst. And so
they can absolutely lose their mind. And let me creators have to deal with a lot. Like there's a lot of moving parts to make anything actually function in SL. So keeping all that in mind, that's why I have the reaction that I do when it comes to writing a note card, because in my head, I feel like designers have had to deal with probably so many shitty people in their IMs, doing stupid things with note cards, just like being assholes, right? That I feel like that's probably the majority of the experience. Now, I don't know because I'm not a designer, but from, my designer friends, I just feel like they deal with a lot of bullshit that's just unnecessary. So they do.
When I have an issue where I have to send a note card because there's nothing else I could do, right? So I'm down all these Lindens. I really want the outfit. And I don't want to be like, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting it then. No, I paid for it 3 times. So let me, see what we can do. So I write my note card. I try to be very polite. I'm not trying to be short or snippy or bitchy, and because that's not going to get you anything. No. I don't understand how people come at a person with a negative attitude, even if you have a problem, right? Obviously you have a problem if you're coming to see someone for something, right? So just thinking about how you approach someone is so important. And even in a note card, that's because, people can come off a certain way in text that you don't intend. And so I just try to be very thoughtful when I'm composing my note card. I make sure to include my transaction history. And then I just be clear about, I'm hoping it could be resolved like this, right? So in the end, I just wanted the fat pack. So, and I didn't get anything and I just paid 3 times. So I'm like, can I just please get the refund on the 2 single purchases? And can you please send me the fat pack? Thank you. I mean, it was just that to me. And I even told them the story of me being a dork, like buying it 3 times when the vendor's not working. I'm like, maybe if I buy this color, it'll work. So, I just wanted the outfit at this point. I didn't care what the fuck color it was. I just wanted it. Right. So, and then nothing. And I was so disappointed because I love Roslyn.
Yes.
And so when I came online today, I had messages from the creator, I had messages from the customer service person, and the creator did exactly what I asked. She refunded me the single purchases and gave me the fat pack. The end. Perfect ending.
Yeah.
So thank you, Roslyn.
Yeah. So, and that's honestly, if you have a little bit of patience, if you have some grace and be courteous and just lay out, this is what happened. Don't have to make demands or be all accusatory.
Right.
Like when something like that happens, it's not like the creator was like setting up a vendor like, hey, I'm gonna scam people.
I'm just gonna take your money. No.
They didn't click on something in
happened.
Or something happened.
Right? Like, SL goes sideways and things get, they go offline.
There are so many moving pieces to make any of these vendors actually function correctly, and making sure that it's connected to the right item that they actually have set up in their like profile and all this stuff. Like, so yeah, just saying, hey, this happened. Can you help? And most of the time they're going to be willing to. And honestly, when you do that, they're also sometimes appreciative of just being tipped off that, hey, this thing's broken, because they want people to be able to buy their items. Like,
because some people may not have said a word, but at this point, with the way this vendor was operating, people are paying and getting nothing.
Yes,
so I would think people would say something about that, but maybe they're like, they're like, I'm down $2.99. Oh well, moving on. You know? And I'm not. If I pay for something, I want to get it.
Or they don't notice until later, and by that time they've forgotten that they made the purchase, or
which
whatever.
I'm sure has probably happened to me at some point.
Oh yeah,
because it was just a shopping blur as I was teleporting to events, so Cupid and Equal 10, and then I went to individual stores for things as well. So just to see things, to see if just different components for the outfit I wanted to build. And by the time I got home from my shopping trip, I'm like, I didn't forget about Roslyn because I really wanted it. So, and that was going to be my outfit, but it didn't arrive. And I was like, well, okay, I got to do something different, but I still want my Roslyn. So I'll have to wear that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll wear that for the Thrifty. Maybe I already have my outfit.
Hey, maybe.
Because I have it now.
Could work.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we get to see this outfit I've gone on and on about for however many minutes now.
Yeah. So long story short, thank you, Roslyn.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Yes. But we have to talk about this item.
Yes, this is a great item. Denver
sweater romper. And
you love a romper, you love the fun sleeves.
Yep, and it's been cold, so
nice and stretchy.
Yep.
This is great.
The only thing that could have made this better, in my opinion, was like a little peep chest with like juicy.
Yeah. Yep, I can see that.
But I'm not upset about it. I think this is great. It looks cozy. I can wear it better than that skinny girl, because girls with curves, that's where it's at. But
I agree.
No shade to the skinny girls. I have to be careful. I'm not trying to shame anyone. No body shaming. You be skinny all you want.
It's just what we prefer.
Right. So, okay, 50 linden per color. And how much is the fat pack?
Oh, good question. Let's see. Fat pack is 800.
Okay, sold. I will get that fat pack.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, I think we should move along.
Woo.
Okay, we are at Trompe, but I think you were confused for a minute because you're like, what has changed? So can you tell everyone what has changed about Trompe L'oeil tour?
Well, it's no longer Christmas at
Trompe
L'oeil. I know.
But it's only February 24th.
It is. Which reminds me, we're probably going to need to do some work on Lakeside soon. On Unity.
Yes, because
They haven't removed the snow yet, but that's coming.
Oh, did Calla say that?
No, she usually does that in March timeframe, I think.
Gotcha. Because I think we still have Christmas lights up.
We do.
So how dare I shame Trompe L'oeil when we still have Christmas lights up in Lakeside? It's just the lights, though. You took everything else down.
No, I took the big ornaments down. Everything else is still up. We still have our little Christmas tree up and everything.
Wow. Talk about me calling the kettle black.
But this will be exciting because this will be the first time that we get to push the button with our dysfunctionality stuff.
Yeah.
And change the season of our entire plot.
Yeah. We'll have to put new lights up because remember, I like the half-deer lights, I think. We got the half-deer
lights.
Or the dust bunny. I can't rember. One of them had lights. I think it's
we got some sort of string lights that were similar,
but they were
not
Valentine's. Was it Hive?
Yeah,
one of them.
Yeah.
Somebody had cool lights, and I want to put them up. So
yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
But we're Trompe L'oeil.
We're a Trompe, and we have these things because, as your inventory tells you, you acquired them in November.
Yes. So these have been up for flip before, but if you missed them, then you can get them now. We have the Lanikai Modern Ranch.
Yes.
And you have the Diani,
yeah.
Park Ranger Tower. I really like the Park Ranger Tower. The modern ranch style, like they're okay. It's not usually my style of build, but like I can't argue with 50 lindens for this. So that's why I got it then. It's why I would get it if I didn't have it now. So
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're all set here then. If you didn't pick these up before, time to come get them. 50 linden each.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Where are we?
We are at True Damage.
True Damage, and it looks like we have a shirt.
Yes,
Eternity.
we do.
And Legacy
Eternity.
Maitreya, Petite, and Reborn.
Yeah.
Although I do prefer Petite. So
Petite.
Yeah, and Legay. So we have 2 shirts, and they're down here at the bottom, right? So you can buy one pattern or the other. Am I saying that right? 50 linden, and then you can get a fat pack with colors.
Right. So the fat pack is $6.50, but you can get either of these 2 prints, either Touch or Psycho.
Okay.
So Cute but Psycho or Touch feeling. Yep.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Nice.
Are we good to go?
We are. Oh, well, actually, I want to mention to people the note card landmark is not correct for True Damage. So you do have to look up the store, or if you don't have the landmark handy already.
Very good. That's true.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Are
Good
you
to
ready to go? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Tour. Where are we?
We are at Versuta.
Versuta. And they have poses.
Yes.
And it looks like Misery and Sade?
Sade.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, and it looks like with Misery and, well, Sade, it looks like there's like variation, because we always look at that kind of thing. But they have that kind of hands up in front of your boobies kind of thing going on too.
Yeah. Big kawaii stuff going on.
Yeah. But not the top one. Misery, there's lots of different hand positions. So
yes.
So that's good. All right. So is it 50 linden per set?
50 linden per set. You can get all looks like 8 poses on the bottom, 7 on top for 50 for each pack.
Okay. Sounds good.
Very good. We are ready to go.
All right, Tour. We are at What Next? And what's funny
are at What Next
is What Next is usually like nothing but closing thoughts because they're last. So what next? Now this gal is up front. Like she, just from the look of her AO, it almost looks like she's already chowing down on this fish and chips.
Yeah.
Because the way she's moving, like, I'm having some fish and chips. She walked right up to that counter and she's like digging in. That's what it looks like from the back. I love her pantsuit.
Yeah,
like, look at that.
A really nice look.
She's got a fun look.
Belle Epoque.
Yeah, I would always said that Belle Epoque, but is that
Belle? Yeah,
Epoque, because Epoque, because it's like a time period, right? Isn't it?
I think that could be the way to pronounce it. I don't actually know.
Yeah. Because if you go there, because I've shopped there, they do have styles from various time periods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always, that's one of those words that I've only ever read. I've never heard spoken aloud.
That's the fun of Second Life. There's you know so much reading involved that you don't really ever know truly how to pronounce like a store name or anything like that. So anyway, so as our friend
and Lady White Falcon just showed up as well.
What? Lady White Falcon is here? Where is she? She's one of these orange clouds. She's here to eat.
She needs to get her some fish and chips.
Oh, you got to move out the way here, friend in the patent suit. We got Lady White Falcon who needs to eat. So, and there's lots to go around. Look at these big old baskets of fish and chips. Those are some giant fish.
Those look good though.
Right? That's yummy.
Good old fish fry.
All right, so we got fish and chips, and it's a dispenser. It's animated priority 6, so it's not going to get in the way of things. Includes copyable props. Yeah. So that looks good. You even have like a special little wooden fork to eat it with.
Yep.
Look at that. Don't get me started on wooden utensils, though. I can't use them.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a weird, like,
Texture?
just texture in my mouth. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't use a wooden spoon for like the ice creams. Like even thinking about it now makes me a little twitchy. Yeah.
Interesting.
I can't take that texture in my mouth. Like it's really bothering me even to think about it.
Oh, that is
plastic spoon or metal spoon. I can't do a wooden utensil.
You know, I used to. So when I was younger, I had I had kind of a thing where I would always want to be like chomping on something. Not really an oral fixation, just it was kind of a comfortable fidget, and popsicle sticks were always a favorite just to like have just resting in my mouth or poking with my tongue or chewing on.
What's interesting though, because I've had popsicles before and they've been on popsicle sticks, but the thing with popsicle sticks is it's almost like there's like once you're done, there's like a finish on the popsicle stick, right? Whether it's the residual of the ice cream that was there, or it, you know, it's there's something, either just the food remnants that it's on there that make it kind of smooth. But
that's probably true for popsicles from popsicles, but not when you just get a box of them.
Yeah, no, I've never just chewed on popsicle sticks like craft sticks.
Yeah, like craft sticks.
No, those are for crafting. They're not for chewing.
They were, for me, they were for chewing.
No. Like I couldn't imagine putting a craft stick in my mouth. Like, but you know, the tongue depressors from the doctor.
Oh yeah.
But that's different because I'm not trying to like close my mouth around that.
True.
So they're just depressing your tongue with it. That's different.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't chew on that. Like just that texture against like the inside of my mouth is not pleasant.
I did like kind of obsessively, though I wonder if that, you know, led to habits where I have now where I just grind my teeth.
Apparently.
Like maybe I need something between my teeth to keep me from destroying them.
Clearly. Like wooden utensils and popsicle sticks.
Just give me a leather strap to bite down on.
Oh gosh. No.
Oh god.
Popsicle sticks are good for popsicles, then crafting, and then if you're like an educator like I was, you write names on them to draw student names with. Pick them out of the cup. So
yeah,
that's kind of old-fashioned-y, but true. Okay, so let's focus. Fish and chips, and then picture lights.
Picture lights, I love these.
Yeah.
So we need that. I mean, yeah, I'm a huge fan of lights, and having these lights that are extended from the wall, illuminating like pictures on them is fantastic. Love it. I'm a huge fan.
And this gal over here in the yellow is distracting me right now. It's like, that's a look over here. It's like hazardous. She got a mohawk. She's like doing her own thing back there.
She looks like toxic. I love it.
Yeah, she's got fun leg straps. It looks like she has a soft eye on too. So. Okay,
so aside from her, so I just, you know, I'm obsessed with lights, so I like to analyze lights. These are what Next did. They went a little bit above and beyond with their light here. So when you toggle the light on, it's very well placed. And what I mean by that is the light basically illuminates just the picture and like a little bit of border around it. So this is very explicitly lighting to light up this painting, and not just we don't really know, nobody really cares about lighting, it's just going to go wherever. This is focused band, very deliberately placed lighting, and it's really well done. I don't know if you can shift your environment to no light.
Yeah, but I was going to do that because I figured that's where we were going. Yeah. So if I go to environment and then
photo tools, no light.
Personal lighting, right? No.
Yeah, it's under just sky. Under environment, sky.
Yeah.
Photo tools, no light.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay, so so that's like with the light on, with the light off.
Oh yeah.
But you can see it's like just this very specific. This painting is illuminated. and it's a soft enough light that it's not like washing it out or anything. Yeah, it looks great. I'm really, really pleased with their attention to detail, because they very clearly set those lighting parameters in a dark environment to make sure that it looked right.
I just had to play with it. So
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's
they have your stamp of approval, which is saying a lot.
Yeah, for lighting stuff,
So.
I nitpick.
Yeah, so definitely going to be picking these up, and some fish and chips. So are you ready to go for closing thoughts?
Yes, I am.
All right. We're not home. We have returned to Moreau, where we started.
Yes.
We tend to try to do that. So circle back, finish where we started. So now, as has become our habit, we find a bench to sit down. So this is the portion where I turn it over to you for first life thoughts.
Yeah, so on this one, so we've touched on a number of issues and how they're kind of adjacent to Black history for this month, but I wanted to actually highlight a Black history story, and mention a book turned movie called Hidden Figures, The American Dream and the Untold Story of Black Women Mathematicians Who Helped Win the Space Race. And there's a kind of particular reason why I'm bringing this one up, because, well, first of all, in brief, this is telling the story of several Black women, well, 3 specifically, but it is alluding to that there were several others, but when you're writing a narrative, you have to focus on a few individuals, which, even in the midst of segregation and all, were still tapped, and their work very important for actually achieving any of the launches that we had into space. They actually did the calculations for like the Apollo missions and stuff, and people only ever know like the white men who actually went into space, and not all of the people, including Black women, who made that possible. So this author, Margot Lee Shetterly, kind of became obsessed with this story and really, really wanted to convey it, and focused on 3 individuals, including Katherine Johnson. And that's another book that I'm recommending, which is her actual memoir, which both of them are very, very powerful in their own respects. One just being a more personal telling, and one being kind of more of it's a nonfiction story narrative, but it is built more to be a story narrative to highlight these stories. But yeah, it focuses on Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, Katherine Johnson, and Christine Darden. And the reason that I wanted to bring these stories up, is because in a conversation that I had recently at the library, the free lending library that we opened up, is Lawana Gelzer, who kind of has been heading up that community project in general. She's an incredible woman, and she's fascinating in the fact that she can very well predict exactly how any sort of thing is going to go. Like when she sees a protest, she's like, okay, well, these people are kind of the weak links here, and the cops are going to roll up and focus on them and try and cause some shit. And she usually is right. She's been around enough that she can predict these things and see exactly how things are going to go. But she told how she wished that she had known about these women when she was attending college. And this gets to why representation in media and in such matters, because she grew up in basically being told, despite having an incredible talent for mathematics and things like that, she was basically told, well, you know, you're very, very smart, so you could become a teacher. It was never presented to her by her teachers, by her professors, by her parents or peers that she could aspire to do something else. Just, this is a role for a woman, you should become a teacher. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a teacher, but it just like pigeonholed her into that role, because there weren't, in people's minds, like that was just a role that she could take as being an intelligent, talented woman, and especially Black woman. Not, you could join NASA and help out with that. Not, you could lead on some very high-end engineering projects, like cutting-edge engineering stuff that's happening. And so those images in media shape not only what you kind of perceive your own like glass ceiling to be, but it also permeates societally. So when someone is considering someone else for a position, if they don't have that mental picture of this person of this particular like background or ethnic group ever serving in that capacity, they're more than likely going to have an implicit bias against giving that person a chance. They'll just be like, well, you know, Black women don't serve in that capacity. They belong in some other role. And so knowing these types of stories is very, very important in, again, breaking down those perceptions, not just for individuals to know what they themselves can pursue, but also more broadly for society to stop having those internal biases, that it doesn't even require someone to actively be like looking down on someone. Just if they haven't seen someone like that doesn't look like them, and this, I'm speaking about white people, of course, like serving in a particular role, they're more than likely to not be, it's not that they'll necessarily be uncomfortable, although certainly those type of people do exist. It's that they'll just not really think to give them a chance. Yeah, Lawana was talking about how she really, really wished that this story, that she had known about these women, because she would have applied herself and changed the trajectory of her own life to do more than she did when she was a young adult. Now she has accomplished some, you know, very incredible things, as I have. I should have a segment where I just talk about Lawana Gelzer, because she's very, very inspirational to me. But that one story that she conveyed was kind of stuck with me, because I was like, yeah, I could see how if everyone around you were telling you this is as high as you can aspire to, it's hard to see yourself pushing beyond that. Whereas, you know, white people were just told we can do anything we want, the world is our oyster, because we're the default, and society sees us in every role, especially white men. And that's basically what I wanted to touch on. It's an interesting and tragic phenomenon, but it is one that exists everywhere. So
No, I agree with you. One of the things that obviously say a lot of things that are very significant, but one of the things that stood out to me was the whole representation matters, because that's a refrain I've heard before, and it's very true. So as someone in education, it's, to me, what it looks like is having those stories in the classroom, in different grade levels, different ways of telling the story, and just kind of diversifying our own libraries and materials that we used to teach with, so it's not so much just the white depiction or white representation, but representing the other cultures and what other people look like, so to show the diversity. And I feel like there has been growth in that area in education, even because I've been in education a long time, and I've definitely witnessed the shift and change, and it's still going on, because it's not any I don't think that's work that stops.
No, and right now it's a very heightened battleground in across the country. I know in my state in particular, they're trying to destroy all of like diversity training and anything about that within the education system and throughout state programs and stuff.
Right. And so I know there's some places where that representation is displayed rather nicely, and other places where they have a long way to go. So I think that whole conversation and topic is very relevant, no matter where we are. So
yeah, and so there's also I just want to head off, because some people kind of have a gut reaction of if a story like stands on its own merits, it shouldn't matter like who's like whether it's like black or white or whatever, and that's true, but with an asterisk. That's kind of the colorblind attitude, and it misses the fact that white stories tend to be promoted more and consumed more because like white people control the publishers overwhelmingly, control the film industry overwhelmingly, control frankly classrooms and school boards overwhelmingly, and all of those implicit biases that were mentioned dictate which stories rise to the top or which rise to popularity and such. So like in order to correct that, it requires a very active role of actually saying, okay, I mean this is fine, and like that these stories are being told, but also we need to go out of our way to say that these stories need to be recognized, because even sorry, I'm phrasing this weirdly. I'm not really sure how to. Normally I'm better with words, but those structures all reinforce those biases, and it basically just requires very actively recognizing that and pushing past that and saying, I want to go out of my way to consume these other stories and elevate them and make sure that other people hear about them, because the systems themselves will not do that. Yeah. So yeah, it's I think that's a good one, especially in this era where everyone, well, not where everyone, where there's a large faction that is very loud, trying to shout down any diversity that exists. A whole lot of people that are, a whole lot of white people who are just ambivalent and keep their head down about it, and then, everyone else who's just like, no, like, we exist, we want to be heard,
Yeah.
So
Very good
Yeah.
topic. Very relevant.
So I'm including, links to those 2 books that I strongly recommend getting into and reading. The Hidden Figures was adapted to a movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
I still recommend the book, but
well, I think most people do. Like, movies are great, but really the best is the book itself.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, very good. Thank you for that. It's very. I know myself and everyone who watches our videos enjoys your food for thought.
Yeah.
First life food for thought.
Yeah. Well, I hope so. Yeah.
So that means it's time for thank yous.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Is it? Am I cutting you off?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, because I'm like, I'm cutting you off, or we're good for thank yous.
No, we're good for thank yous.
Okay. All right. So as always, I want to thank everybody who watches our videos, who comments, likes, subscribes, shares with friends. We appreciate you, and we're just glad you're here. So feel free to keep commenting. We enjoy it. We reply. Even Tour's gotten better about replying to people. So
I do try to. Yeah,
you do.
I peek in on comments, and I try and weigh in a little bit. I'm still not as good as you, but
yeah. I check it a bit more often, but
you do.
We're going to be doing the Flifty, so that's going to be happening.
Yep.
So we'll probably be seeing everybody a lot sooner than normal, and that's all good. So
okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And as a final word, until Black women are free, none of us will be free.